Proudly sponsored by Total Quartz Lubricants.
The Dakar is underway again. Everyone relieved and delighted to be racing once more. KTM overcome adversity at the start. Roma does make it. Kindergartner leads the pack home. And Fontenay holds off Delavin. Shinazuka edges Schlesser.
Normal story with the Dakar. This is just something that's not new to us. It happens every year we come to the Dakar. Some bandit is jumping out the bush. Somebody wants to be paid. And I think the organizers have to do something about it. I have a feeling they must have known that something was going to go wrong going into these places we were going to. Complete new areas we've been to. This has happened before, I believe. Now we hear the people talking about, yes, this happened this year in this country. You know, they've come here a couple of months ago. I don't know who to blame, but I'm angry about it because now it's upset my race. We're throwing away 5 days sitting in a bivouac, waiting for 2 Antonovs to come, the Russian Antonov. Everything is going to be transported within 4 or 5 days, and we start racing again on the 17th. I've lost so many days of this race. I've lost so much time having the problem with the engine, but I can only hope from the 17th to the 23rd that I have absolutely blasted the days, and I can maybe move up top 10. I'll be happy because that's all I can be. But the main thing is I'm going to help Juan Roma, the KTM rider who's leading. I will help him with whatever I need. I'm going to be his backup rider. If he needs something to win the race, because at the moment we need KTM to win the race. I'm a KTM man. I don't want anybody else to win.
And so to Four Wheels. Well, it was a chilly start. It was about to get an awful lot colder. The main riders, drivers, trying to warm up in the morning sunshine. Pensive start, everyone inspecting each other's vehicles. Ready to roll, hit the day, and of course, they knew it was going to be high speed.
We are completely different type of the rally. Because from the Dakar to the Niamey, we have many narrow piston, twisty press. But from now, we don't have any narrow press. We have wide desert. So it's a completely different type of the rally.
Pour les premiers, on est en 30 minutes, on est 7 ou 8.
For those at the top, says Schlesser. It's very tight indeed.
Pratiquement 5000 km.
And particularly over such a short distance.
Éviter de se perdre parce que c'est là que commence la vraie navigation.
It's great. It's not going to be a great deal of navigation today. It's a pretty straight track.
Ne pas trop réfléchir, attaquer, ne plus économiser les engins parce qu'aujourd'hui,
everyone will be going for it.
Donc attaquer au maximum quand on est sûr de ne pas perdre la piste.
Absolutely, to the maximum. Pedal to the metal. And so to the start today in Sabah, just near the central mosque. And we were underway. Fontenay it was who was to take this day, finishing in just 57 minutes, 24 seconds. Less than a minute clear of Delavin, who was in hot pursuit. It was time for those a little further down the ranking to throw caution to the wind and open up and just show what their machines could do. And as you can see, those machines can do quite a lot. Dusty it was, but the wind seemed to be clearing the track. Didn't seem to hold many people up today. Fontenay taking it and underlining his status as fourth in the overall ranking. Peter Hansel, who we spoke to, giving the bikers and riders a wide berth. The Mega has been performing beautifully during this Dakar. He finished 6th today, just 2 minutes and 5 seconds off Fontenay's winning time, and he stays 3rd, just 8 minutes off Shinazuka, the leader overall. It's a light and powerful machine, the Mega, and it's been eating Mitsubishis during this Dakar. Well, a few Mitsubishis finished in front of him. This time, the Peter Hansel was making tracks himself. What of Jean-Louis Schlesser? Well, he's desperate, of course, to close the gap on Shinazuka. That's the battle that everyone looks for each day. Schlesser, 8th today, 3 minutes and 5 seconds off the pace, but crucially for him, he was to finish behind Shinazuka. 55 seconds adrift of his nearest rival, and Schlesser will not be happy with that. You can bet. Still second overall, now 7 minutes and 10 seconds off Shinazuka's leading time at the top of the overall rankings. Still a man to watch, and still very much in this Dakar. The defending champion could be there. Well, Mr. 254, as they call him, Shinazuka, top of the standings, and today he had a mind to finish ahead of Schlesser, and that's exactly what he did. A beautifully measured race today for Shinazuka, finishing 2 minutes and 10 seconds off the pace, compared to Schlesser's time of 3 minutes and 5 seconds adrift. The difference made him smile. Shinazuka, not one to take risks. Today he didn't need to. He was going quite fast enough, thank you. Seventh place, more than good enough for the man from Mitsubishi. Going for it, as ever. Looking very good indeed, Kleinschmidt. Today, finishing in 3rd place. 1 minute and 29 off Fontenay's winning pace. And she, of course, just ahead of Souza in the overall ranking. The pair of them just about half an hour off the leader, Shinazuka. Behind them, playing, is Serbia. 5th today, just ahead of Peter Hansel. And adrift of Demevius. It was a day about speed. Caution, well, most of it thrown to the wind. Just enough kept in hand to make sure the day went safe. Choose your track and go for it, especially if you've got a big Ford, as like Bruno Savi. Great day for the big Pro Truck. Savi finishing 9th, but again, just over 3 minutes down on the leading time. That's how close it was. And Delabert. Great day for him. He finished 2nd ahead of Kleinschmidt. The only man who could beat him was to be Fontenay. Where nobody seemed to be playing catch-up. Everyone seemed to be driving like a leader. Fontenay taking it then. 59 seconds clear of Dillaverne. Kleinschmidt's third, just a minute and 29 down ahead of Demevius and Servia. Overall, it means that Shinazuka leads Schlesser by 7 minutes and 10 seconds. Federhansel still under the 10-minute mark ahead of Fontenay and Jutta Kleinschmidt. Fontenay said it makes me feel great to be racing again. It was very quick. There were many traps, he says. We didn't have precise notebooks because of the change in the route plan. And so many times, he said, there were alternative routes to take. So we weren't exactly wide open, but we were close. Dillaverne said, great to restart, very quick, 150 kilometers wide open, many difficulties over every hill. You had to take it easy because you didn't know quite which way to go.
C'était celui qui freinait le plus tard, donc sur toutes les bosses, il fallait le soulager un peu l'auto, mais pas trop freiner pour pas se ralentir. Mais je pense que les écarts vont être très limités là aujourd'hui. Je pense qu'il n'y aura pas de gros écarts.
The gaps, he said, were not that big.
Also eigentlich toll, weil ich meine, jetzt haben wir 4 Tage nichts
Kleinschmidt,
getan.
she said she had a great race. After 5 days of rest, it was almost straight. She was wide open all the way.
Richtig los und da freue ich mich schon drauf.
And so to the trucks, they were also racing today, as ever. And it's still Ciughini in the Kamaz, doing battle with the Tatra of De Azevedo. Dramatic indeed, through a dramatic landscape that has been Libya today. We're still in Libya tomorrow, of course. The speeds won't be quite so high. The visibility perhaps not quite so good. We shall see. Yes, Ciughini has been driving like a man possessed throughout this Dakar. He leads overall by over 40 minutes from De Azevedo. Kabirov on the other Kamaz and Lopre in the other Tatra are in there, but it really is between those two marks as it has been for most of this race. Now, something of a surprise cropped up today. The cafe owner in Sabah said, does anyone want to rent any skis? Skis, we said, where's the snow? He said, you don't need snow. We've got hills of sand. And so, to leg 12, which will be day 8 of racing. We're back on course, you'll be glad to know. Well, Al Kabir to Waha with a special, a very long one today, just an entree. 657 kilometers lie ahead. That's racing, that is, not liaison. It'll be tough. Hope you can join us. We'll see you then.